Hello everyone, this is Daniel, and I'm going to talk to you about what I believe what causes the end of the world. So you hear right now the rumors and all that of wars and, you know, kingdom against kingdom and wars and rumors of wars, things like that. So first there has to be something that starts it, and it has to be the original sin that starts the end of the world. And then it starts to go to, deceivers and the false teachers rising up. Well, we've seen that since the 80s and 70s. Since the 70s, the false teachers have been really rising up since the 1970, I believe, 1972, and they've been really, totally just rising up. It's been enough time that the world has been going into chaos since 9/11. So that happened, and then we get to basically terrorism and people going crazy and wild. And now we have war in Ukraine. I don't know if it's a distraction, but I think it is. We have wars like the war in Ukraine and Russia. Then we have the thing that starts it all, which is basically the war in Ukraine, which is Russia talks about nuclear war, which we have talked about since the 60s, which kind of a distraction. Now we have another thing, which is, talks of nuclear war. Then we go to even further talks of nuclear war. Like they're really serious now. They're going to be serious. And as we do that, people are getting crazier in the world, and there's more wars. But that just isn't, the real end. That's just not the real end. Then, all the nations are rising up against each other, and basically, talks of war spread out from Russia to everyone else, and everyone else is defending each other. Then there are riots everywhere, but that's just talks of war. They're just rioting and all that. Now we have a problem, because that's going to go into chaos where there's nuclear war, where then Damascus and the Bashir is completely destroyed. Then everyone is going against Jerusalem, and then they say, okay, we need to have a peace talk. The right when we say we need peace in the world, we need so it's not peace and security. It's like they say we definitely need something here. We need something in the lines of something in the lines of something like what the Antichrist would say. So they say we need to bring this world into order. So that when they say we need to bring this world into order, we need this world to be we need to bring this world into peace and all that. And then when they get really serious, that's when they basically call for someone for like someone that is meant for peace and then someone that's meant for order. When they start calling that person, that's when they say, okay, that's when they say that we need someone to bring about peace in the whole entire world. And when they say, okay, here's the whole entire world country, when they say, okay, we're going to bring the whole entire world into one country, in 7 nations, and basically all 7 heads being all one entire nation. When you hear about the whole entire world just saying we need peace, when there's all types of chaos and when there's all types of scary stuff going on, and when America has gotten filthy to the point of no return and beyond that, and then America decides to basically go suicidal, and when there's a war against conservative and liberal, and when there's 2 extremes, and there's religious and filthy, the filthy wins, and then what happens next is that America becomes Babylon, which is religious filth, all of its religious filth, So then this happens. Everyone's in panic. Everyone's going in chaos. And they need a leader immediately just to solve this whole problem. They need the whole world to come into an agreement together just to have a whole entire world become one nation so that we don't have any more wars. To have all one rule and all one leader and all one same system of law. And that same system of law is going to be literally a thing that is going to go against Christian religion and all that. It's going to all start in Europe, and it's going to go to Jerusalem. It's all going to go downhill from there. But when they start to have a man that they're starting to call, when they start doing, but when they start to vote for one man, when they start to vote for a man that will, control the whole entire world, that when you start to vote for all of the world, all of the countries start to vote for someone in the UN, that's when you say, okay, we're getting raptured up to very soon. And let me just tell you the date when they're going to do all that. It's going to be like an estimate for when they're doing the voting on the UN leader, and that will be the end of March 2024. Yes, it's going to happen pretty fast. It's all going breakneck speeds, but the world's going to go into even more chaos. There's going to be regular times happening, but it's going to be half the time in the entire world, all over the place. So what's going on? When you have like half the time in your location there's chaos, but half the time there's not, and it goes like the times of Noah, the times of Sodom and Gomorrah. Well, unfortunately, that just means that you're going to be raptured up very soon. And I believe the date, let's say New York time, it's 12 o'clock, April 8th, 2024. And in Jerusalem, it's 7 o'clock, April 8th, 2024. So remember that. I'm not trying to say a false date, I assume because I remember just clearly in my head that's going to happen on the time of the heavens are going to have a miracle happening. Like it's 3 sundogs or whatever it is. Then there's going to be one eclipse. I believe it's most likely going to be eclipse. I'm going to see an eclipse like that, and that's mostly what I saw. That's what God told me what I saw, and basically in my dream I was in my mom's house. 11 o'clock I saw stars falling from the sky, and basically those were demons. I now know that for a fact. And a lot of that is, when you start to see the eclipse starting to happen, that's the hour. That's the hour. So don't get that wrong, okay? That's the hour when things start going way off of hand, strange things happening like that. Even more interesting is when people start to go into real chaos. So basically, high water time is probably not 2022. It's more likely going to be 2024 because there has to be more chaos for people to start getting tired of the world. Remember, people are not tired of the world, they're just disappointed. When people start getting tired of the world and starting to demand for peace in the whole entire world, which is not going to happen until God ends up destroying the whole planet, except for a rainbow amount of people. When the whole entire planet gets partially destroyed by earthquakes, by hail, by fire and all that, that's when we have peace. It's going to only last 1,000 years. The eternal peace is in heaven. However, the rapture will happen when everyone's demanding for peace. When everyone demands for peace, that's when the rapture will happen. These dates are almost as estimated as I think it gets, but I believe that the hour is like 12 o'clock in New York time at April 8th, 2024, and the day is April 8th, 2024 to April 7th, 2024. So remember, these times are pretty much dedicated to the end. Not exactly what everyone would think would be the end of time, but we are very close. I mean, we extremely close. And I mean soon. I'm truly meaning soon. We are going to be raptured, and we do know that. But how extreme does the weather have to be until someone says, "Oh, we need miracles"? How extreme do the wars have to get until someone says, "Oh, we need a leader to stop the wars"? And how extreme does the famine have to get until someone says, "Oh, we need someone to make a whole entire bank system for the whole entire world, just to own something"? We need some food, we need money, we need all that so we can all eat something. We need a leader. When someone says, when everyone in the whole world, in our world says that all of this is because someone is not taking care of the world and we need one leader, when all the people say that, we're going up into heaven, okay? I'll be done, okay?